Hey guys, if you can hear me out there, this is Dave from the Chrome Corner. This is episode number 42 of the podcast. Today we're talking about the 12 days of Chromemas, which starts here this Saturday on the 5th of December. And we're also talking about a video coming out later this week on Chrome and Steel Radio, the Chrome and Steel Radio YouTube channel and Facebook, that is, called Trucking Culture, episode number 10, which is covering the movie Duel. So those are all coming up here. We're going to talk about that and a couple other videos we have on the YouTube being released later this week, early next week, and beyond. So let's get started here really quickly. I'm going to let people filter into the YouTube chat. Hello to everyone. Let me get on my dashboard real quick so I can see everyone. But hello to everybody out there. Hope you can see me. And also, I think I fixed the audio where it was coming in on one ear. I think I got it now. It's on mono instead of stereo. We switched equipment, and I'm not sure if that messed it up or something, but it certainly didn't help it. So I think we got the problem fixed. But like I said, today we're talking about 12 days of Chromemas, YouTube videos, and a lot of maybe not super interesting news for the Chrome people out there, but definitely interesting for, I would say, drivers in general. So if you're a driver, you may be interested in some of the news coming out of the West Coast, that is, especially when it comes to hybrid vehicles and a lot of other stuff. Anyway, we'll get to that, and also some Matt's news. It's not news, but it's kind of a speculation. The Mid-American Trucking Show, obviously, is supposed to happen next year, the 25th to the 27th of March, 2021 in Louisville, Kentucky. But we'll see about that. We got some recent news here, so we're just going to talk about it. But before we get into that, let me get my script up really quickly. We want to talk about our first sponsor, which is, of course, Davy Crockett TA Travel Center down there in Greenville, Tennessee. Exit 36 on I-81. Almost switched those around. Exit 36 on I-81. They have a Dunkin', IHOP, and Papa John's. Unfortunately, I did not get Dunkin' today. I wish I was in Greenville, Tennessee to go to Davy Crockett and get some Dunkin' because I was circling around town doing errands this morning, and both Dunkin' and Starbucks were closed for some reason. I don't know why, but is today a special day? It's Wednesday, the 2nd of December, but apparently Starbucks and Dunkin' is closed today. So I'm sure the one down in Davy Crockett TA Travel Center was probably open, so I could have gone down there. They also have an IHOP, of course. Pancakes sound delicious. And Papa John's, everyone knows that's the best pizza on the face of the planet. So they also have a full truck maintenance facility for tires, preventative maintenance, oil changes, engine diagnostics, roadside assistance, and lube service, a pet area for all of those who travel with their four-legged friends, a laundry room, and a cat scale for all of you heavy haul guys. So Davy Crockett TA Travel Center, let me get their website up really quickly so you can see it. It is davycrocketttravelcenter.com. Once again, they're a big supporter of Chrome and Steel Radio and of our troops. Really appreciate that. And right now, their fuel prices are $2.58 for diesel. So updated as of 8:30 a.m. December 2nd. Can't believe it's already December, folks, but we are here. Check out Davy Crockett TA Travel Center and tell them that the guys from Chrome and Steel Radio sent you. We really appreciate that. So hello, Cletus in the chat. Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. Hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Obviously, we are now on the other side of Thanksgiving and into December. Not sure how, I mean, obviously the holidays are great, and I kind of like the holidays, but it's just going by so quickly now. This 2020 year seems to have just either flown by or been really slow. I can't really tell, but we're almost at the end of it, and I'm excited to be done with this year. I'm hoping that a lot of these, I guess, struggles that we've been having here recently with COVID and a lot of things will be cleared up here in 2021, but we will see. All right, so YouTube, let's do that first. Let's get that out of the way. We announced last week that we're doing 4 videos a week now. And that first Saturday video, which we released last week for the 12 days of Chromemas, is very important because that's kind of just kicking off our Saturday releases. And also we have a pretty big giveaway at the end of December here. We're going to be giving away $850 worth of gift cards to first, second, and third place winners of these giveaways. All you have to do is you have to go onto our website, jackschromeshop.com, and spend $10, and you'll be entered one time. So for every $10 you spend on our website, you'll be entered to win one time. So if you spend $1,000, you'll be entered, 100 times, and go up from there. So if you would like to cash in on that and win some free gift cards, go to jackschromeshop.com. We really appreciate that. YouTube, that's all going on the YouTube. We'll have more videos talking about that here later this week and also all the way throughout Christmas. So, or not Christmas, through December. So But anyway, so we have Trucking Culture, episode number 10, like I said, which is on the movie Duel. That'll be coming out here this coming Friday on Chromemas Radio YouTube. Let me pull that up really quickly, their YouTube channel, so you can at least see what it looks like. Pre-show, we want this, and we'll go to Chrome and Steel Radio. So if you have not subscribed to them already, please go over there. Please subscribe to their channel. And right now, I guess the most recent video that you guys can check out on there is their Ice Road Truckers Trucking Culture episode 9, which is kind of the prequel to our episode 10 for Duel. I thought it was a really great video that Maddie did on Ice Road Truckers, and I'm sure many of you probably grew up with Ice Road Truckers if you're a little bit younger like I am. So definitely go check that out, and then make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you can get a notification when the Duel Trucking Culture video comes out. So that's what's happening on Chromemas Radio YouTube. On Jax, we have big questions about big rigs. We have a pretty big questions about big rigs video coming out on this Saturday, which is the 5th. And that is talking about the differences and the positive and negative aspects of conventional and cab-over trucks. It's essentially a comparison of cab-overs versus conventionals. And we had a really, really great response to our Where Did the Cab-Overs video go? It's over, I believe, 700,000 videos at this point now. But we wanted to talk about that a little bit more. A lot of discussion has happened in obviously in that comment section. I don't know how many comments we have now, but there's got to be quite a few. Yeah, we have almost, I guess it's 1,900 plus comments on the video. Let me open this up so you can see this. But there's over 1,900 comments on the Where Did the Cab-Overs video go? And so we're going to do another video comparing cab-overs and conventionals. So we'll see how that goes, but that'll come out on Saturday, and we're very, very excited about that. I think it's going to be a great video because it kind of, I love both, but I'm kind of a cab-over guy, so we'll see what happens there. Anyway, that's coming on Saturday, which is the 5th. And then next Monday, we have Buddha Engine Company, which is Diesel History Episode 4. Buddha Diesel, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, and it's not some kind of weird pronunciation, but they were actually originally founded in 1881. They actually made their first engine in 1879, but then in 1881 they made their, I guess, a first official power plant, and it was a railway company for railway equipment. And then all of a sudden, I guess here in I guess you'd call the 20th century, 1900 or so, early 1900s, 1910, they started making diesel engines for a lot of different applications, including generators, marine uses, and eventually they put them into very, very early trucks. And Buddha was one of the most popular, if not the most popular, truck engine manufacturer for the very, very early trucks in the teens and 20s. Even during, like, right before World War II in the 30s through 36, I believe Buddha was still the biggest engine manufacturer for diesel engines for, I guess, anyone in the U.S. So very, very interesting history. And they were bought out by Alice Chalmers in 1953, I believe. And so it's just the only thing that's really difficult about those really, really old companies is there's not a lot of, like, consolidated information on the history of the company. So we're still trying to figure that out, but Buddha Diesel will be out. I have the script almost done for it, and it's going to be really interesting for a lot of you diesel heads out there that are into older history, like, you know, the old Cat engines and stuff like that too. So all the diesel heads out there will enjoy that episode coming out on Monday. And then ERF, it's not ERF, I think it's ERF, will be coming out next Friday after the podcast on Wednesday, of course. That's kind of a follow-up to the MAN or Man Trucks history also. So, and then last video I'm going to reveal right now, we'll probably do 2 weeks ahead of time, just in general. But that's going to be the one-of-a-kind. It's a new series. It's called One-of-a-Kind Rigs. And I've had a couple people ask about this truck to our YouTube channel. It's the Thor truck that was recently sold here. I believe it was a Peterbilt 359 that's been obviously highly modified. I believe, and if I'm wrong, please correct me here. Hello, Agri, by the way, everyone in chat. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to get through all the notes real quick. But the Thor truck that many of you have probably seen, it's the 24-cylinder. I guess it's a double V12. No, not Thor trucking. Thor truck. This thing right here, yeah, 24-cylinder, 3,974 horsepower. Sold for $13.2 million. We want to do a video all about this truck. I need to write the script on it, but it's a very interesting project. It's very, very custom, as you can tell. But it started out as a Peterbilt 359, and I believe this guy took I don't know, like like 15 years, 12 years or something like that to build this whole thing. So it's very, very interesting. And this new series called One of a Kind Rigs is going to kind of highlight those kinds of trucks that are highly, highly modified, cannot be found anywhere else. And this is definitely one of the big ones. I think I want to do some of the jet rigs that you guys have seen, or the rocket ones that they go down the racetracks and have like massive jet engines on them. I'd love to do a couple videos on those. But these will be, this video series is going to be about some of the coolest stuff on the planet. So really excited about this. And obviously this truck just sold in 2019, almost a year ago, actually, I think exactly, for $13.2 million. So very, very cool. And I guess, I guess it was sold to someone in Saudi Arabia, maybe? Looks like that. Anyway, the truck is super cool. We'll have a whole video about it not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. So the Tesla truck is weird, very weird, yes. For a lot of people who have been around conventional trucks, conventional diesel engine trucks, the Tesla truck is very weird. The interior of it's very weird. But we did a video about those a couple weeks back. And what we kind of discussed in that video was we think it'll be similar to what Tesla cars are going through right now, where it's going to be kind of a fad for a while, and then it will slowly pick up over time. And once again, I don't think that electric trucks or even hybrid trucks will ever take over. Maybe as the primary rig in transportation, at least for the U.S., just because of the long haul applications that we have here that other continents don't have. So Tesla truck, very interesting. But if you haven't seen our video on Tesla trucks, definitely check that out. Hello, Ronald. Thanks for joining us this morning. I guess it's this afternoon, this Wednesday. I just watched the history of man trucks, and Maddie does, and did a good job on those episodes. Nice job, Maddie. Absolutely, yeah, loved it. That episode was awesome, and I can't believe, like, I guess I never realized it, but we've done 30 episodes of truck history now, and I don't know, that's just it's a lot. So we really appreciate you guys for watching those, and we'll keep making them as long as you guys keep watching them. So all right, Scania is the best 164. I think we did a video on Scania, and I would like to talk more about them. I think they have a very interesting diesel program. Their engines are supposed to be legendary over there in Europe, and that may be a soon diesel history episode on just Scania engines, Scania diesel at least. Hello, Journeyman Randy. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Okay, let's get back to this script. If anyone has questions, please let me know now. I'll answer them as we go. But that was the YouTube update right there. If anyone has questions about videos in the past, or if anyone has questions about videos that we're going to do in the future, please let me know. We may at some point post a schedule of what we're doing in the future, but it's hard to stay on a schedule. Sometimes we flip things a lot. So, but anyway, we will definitely answer your questions. If you have them right now, put them in the chat, and we appreciate you guys watching. So let's do a quick sponsor, and then we'll do some trucking news. I want to remind you guys, if you have not, go check out jackschromeshop.com, and all of our merchandise, well, t-shirts at least right now, Truck History and Jack's Chrome Shop shirts are going to be 15% off. And if you buy $10 worth of merchandise on our website, you'll be entered to win $850 worth of gift cards. So go check that out. Right now, jackschromeshop.com, and the merchandise sale will be through the rest of the year. So go check it out. And we also have new shirts coming in. So anyway, our quick sponsor is, of course, our shop here, Jack's Chrome Shop. We have thousands of in-stock chrome parts for your Peterbilt, Kenworth, Freightliner, Mack, International, or Volvo. Like I just mentioned, December is, of course, the 12 Days of Chromemas, starting this Saturday, the 5th. We have JCS t-shirts, train horns, lug nut covers, new JCS hoodies, boot brushes, aluminum pedal kits, hats, Jack's Chrome Shop hats, grill inserts, chop top steering wheels, mud flaps, and stacks and exhaust that are all going to be on sale throughout this month. 12 different sales and a lot of savings. 15% off stacks and exhaust. If you guys have a truck, that's ridiculous to see 15% off exhaust. So, and then we'll be doing that giveaway on December 25th. So 3 people will be getting gift cards that day, a $500, a $250, and a $100 gift card. So make sure you go to jackschromeshop.com and check that out. Okay, yes, is Leyland DAF Trucks? I believe they got bought out by DAF. That sounds familiar. Is that right, Maddie? I think they got bought out. Yeah, so yes, that's true. Yes, AgriLad225. Yes, that is correct. Leyland DAF must have bought them. I think DAF is also owned by PACCAR, so technically I think Leyland is owned by the PACCAR big company then, so if that makes sense. All right, so let's do a little bit of trucking news. I did mention earlier that Matt's may be rescheduled, and I don't want to get too I guess, insider into what I know, I guess, but there has been whispers on social media and from other people who are exhibiting at the MATS show, at Mid-American Trucking Show, who have mentioned that it's either canceled or being postponed till later in 2021. I don't know if that's true. I think they're just considering it at the moment. Obviously, for those of you who are listening who don't know what MATS is, MATS is the Mid-American Trucking Show here in Louisville, Kentucky. Happens every year, and this coming 2021, March 25th through the 27th, will be the 50th anniversary of it, so it's going to be an absolutely huge show, I think, and they canceled the 49th annual, which was this past year in March, unfortunately, because of COVID, but it looks like they're considering canceling it, or at least postponing it maybe until later in 2021. So that's coming down the line. I don't have any official details. I don't have the dates. I don't have anything like that, but they're already talking to us about postponing it. So just keep that in mind. If you are planning on attending, I know a lot of our Chrome and Steel radio family may be there. So if you guys are watching from the Chrome and Steel radio fam, please just keep in mind, if you have reservations or anything that you made last year or recently for the 2021 MATS show, you may want to look at those, or at least consider changing those or being able to change those. So those of you who have not been to the MATS show and are in the Midwest, or I guess East Coast of the country, I would definitely suggest going to MATS. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest show in the U.S., I think, and it's just filled with about 100,000 people, and I guess maybe not 100,000, 75,000 or so, 75 to 80,000 people in the Louisville Convention Center, biggest truck show in the U.S., so definitely check it out. Thank you very much, Douglas. Your videos are great. I appreciate that. Maddie does most of them, and our new editor, Alex, also does them as well. They do all the hard work, and I just have to sit here and ask questions and answer them. So, Peterbilt Diamond 1963 is it good as well? Absolutely. We are actually, if you guys didn't know, the dual truck in the movie Duel, I guess, is a 281 Peterbilt. I believe it's a 1960 Peterbilt 281. Very interesting truck, and I would love to know where that truck went. I feel like I see that kind of truck, or that specific rusted one, all over the place, but I don't know what happened to it. So anyway, so yeah, that's MATS right there. Excited to go. I'm really honestly excited to go because I missed it. Obviously, we all missed it this past year, but if we can have it again in March, that would be awesome. Awesome. Okay, so let's get to the boring stuff. A lot of what we're talking about today is unfortunately just like COVID or hybrid powertrain stuff. So most of you Chrome guys won't enjoy this, but the DOT is making preparations ahead of the COVID-19 vaccine transport. Obviously, there are vaccines that are now coming out for COVID-19, and one of the biggest concerns for a lot of people is making sure that they're transported safely to the places they need to go in order to vaccinate people. And so the U.S. Department of Transportation announced today, and not today, sorry, today's the 2nd, they announced yesterday on the 1st, that it has taken regulatory measures to facilitate the safe and rapid transport of the much-anticipated COVID-19 vaccine. As the vaccine develops through Operation Warp Speed, DOT has made preparations to help with its immediate mass shipment. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Operation Warp Speed aims to produce and deliver at least 300 million doses of vaccines. Okay, the first supply of vaccine should be available before the end of the year. I'm assuming they're talking about the end of 2020. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, as supply increases, the CDC anticipates all adults should be able to get vaccinated later in 2021. Okay, so for those of you who live in the U.S., and especially truck drivers, I've heard are going to be vaccinated in one of the first rounds, I guess. I'm not totally sure if that's 100% true, but it makes sense to me that if you're going to have people transporting COVID vaccine, that you would definitely want them to be safe and vaccinated. So truck drivers out there, you may be the first ones to get them, or the first one to be offered the vaccine. I mean, obviously that's a good thing for you guys because you're all over the place, especially the long haul guys that are going coast to coast. You know, we don't want to be spreading that all over the country. So being vaccinated would be very important for that. So that's what's going on there. The DOT is already taking measures to make sure that safety is there before it even starts happening. So that's good to hear. Otherwise, that's what I have on the COVID train. Keep an eye out. If you guys hear anything else, link me an article on any news for the COVID vaccine if you can from the DOT. That would be awesome. So at least they're thinking about it. And if you're a driver, I hope that you'll stay safe. Okay, next thing, let's talk about some renewable energy stuff, my favorite. Um, okay, so Daimler Trucks, who of course makes Freightliner and Western Star and I guess a whole bunch of other companies, but those are the big two. Daimler Trucks North America and utility company Portland General Electric announced the co-development of a public charging site for medium and heavy-duty electric commercial vehicles that is expected to be the first of its kind in the United States. So, we were talking about hybrid trucks and the Tesla truck here in the past, I don't know, a couple weeks. And so Daimler Trucks comes out and with this electric company, and apparently this is going to be one of the first, essentially, it's going to be like an electric gas station, is from what I understand. The companies intend the venture to help accelerate the development, testing, and deployment of zero-emission, tank-to-wheel commercial vehicles. DTNA, or Daimler Trucks North America, has joined PGE's Green Future Impact Renewable Energy Program, and the site, called Electric Island, will be greenhouse gas emission-free, including all vehicle charging. So, the Electric Island is currently under construction near the Daimler Trucks North America headquarters in Portland, Oregon, and is designed to support up to 9 vehicle charging stations with charging levels of up to greater than 1 megawatt by spring of 2021. Light vehicles will also be accommodated, I'm assuming, like passenger vehicles. So, okay, so essentially this is the start of what I assume will be, I guess the way that I look at this is obviously Tesla has their own charging stations all over the country in small little batteries all over the place, but this looks like a consolidated replacement to a gas station with electric vehicles, especially for electric trucks. Obviously, Daimler and Freightliner make the e-Cascadia, which is a large competitor to the Tesla truck, Tesla Semi. And so this is a large step in the world of infrastructure, at least, I think, for electric semis. And this is a big step. And one of the big questions we had about Tesla semis was, are we going to have charging stations all over the country that are going to allow for these trucks to make it long distances without having to, essentially charge every day, travel 500 miles, spend 10 hours charging, travel another 500 miles. Like, it just didn't make sense. So I'm going to definitely watch this program the Daimler Trucks has going on right now. I'd like to see what their results are. And by spring of 2021, I'm hoping they'll have some kind of press release where we can kind of look at the results and see how it's working. So that right there is the first thing I want to talk about in alternative power. So Daimler is definitely taking or Freightliner in general is taking a large step forward in the infrastructure department. We'll see. I'm thinking that Tesla will probably have to, I guess, follow up or compete with that and make their own kind of electric island. And I'm assuming that they'll put multiple ones around the country for their Tesla Semi, who's supposed to be coming out next year. So it's all going to be interesting. I think 2021 is going to be the year of the electric Semi release. I think there's going to be probably a lot of different moves from Freightliner, from Volvo, and their electric line, from Tesla and the Tesla Semi, and of course we have to talk about Nikola, which is actually part of our next article, which is more of a hybrid vehicle, but it's still electric powered. So, and also thank you to this is transporttopics.com, by the way. Make sure you check them out. Really appreciate them. It's ttnews.com if you want to get some more news from them, and we appreciate them and their very informative articles. Okay, so talking about Nikola, the CEO, Mark Russell, forges new path. So, obviously, Nikola Corp is a competitor to Tesla, and it says, since taking the wheel at Nikola Corp in September, Mark Russell has been adamant the electric truck startup doesn't need a deal with General Motors Company to survive, and now he has to prove it, I guess. So, on November 30th, the companies unveiled a deal that is, in the eyes of many investors, more akin to a standard supply contract than the strategic partnership Nikola's founder and ex-chairman Trevor Milton envisioned when he cut a tentative agreement 3 months ago, days before resigning from the company under a cloud. Okay, so essentially, it says the agreement is, in essence, a repudiation of Milton's grand ambitions and sets the company on a path more in line with CEO Russell's sure and steady style, tapping GM's expertise in hydrogen fuel cells and possibly batteries for its planned line of semis. Significant parts of the original pact were absent: a GM stake in Nikola and a GM-built pickup truck called the Nikola Badger. Had no idea that existed. As was any praise from Mary Barra, the CEO of GM, who had previously called Nikola an industry-leading disruptor. Okay. So it looks like I believe the CEO of Nikola Prior, Mr. Milton, was trying to get a, I guess, strategic deal with GM or General Motors in order to, well, I guess they would partially own Nikola, but they would also have to produce a vehicle for them, like a hybrid vehicle called the Nikola Badger. So now they've kind of pulled out of that deal with the new CEO, and now they're going to have to forge their own way, I guess, with some kind of distribution program. Obviously, Nikola, I feel like, is a little bit behind Tesla and some of the other hybrid or clean energy semi companies out there. But we'll see what happens there. Obviously, Nikola is the only hydrogen fuel cell semi out on the market that I know of so far that's been successful. So I know GM does have a couple other vehicles that they've been working on that are hydrogen fuel cells. So that would help, honestly, with them, with both Nikola and GM, if they could share information and kind of go through with that. But, of course, there's corporate stuff in there that we have to look into also. Anyway, let me look at the chat real quick. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you very much. I love the Mac RS700L from Convoy and the black and white Kenworth from K100. Yes, absolutely. Are you going to do Tatra truck history? I've never heard of Tatra. Tatra. Never heard of that. We'll have to look that up. But anyway, so Nikola is going on a different path right now, and we really appreciate what they're trying to do for the hybrid scene for sure. It's definitely putting some pressure on Tesla and Freightliner to kind of perform, but we'll definitely have to see what happens with Nikola. And it'd be really interesting to see one in person. I don't think I've ever seen a Nikola 2 in person. But we'll see. Like I said, 2021 may be the year of alternative fuel sources and new semis for that. So very, very interesting. And last but not least, not alternative fuel related, but holidays related at least. This will open. Come on now. Come on, article. There we go. Okay. Okay, so obviously it is holiday season here right now. We're coming up on Christmas, and this is the busiest time of the year for shopping, busiest time of year for transportation, a lot of different things. And COVID has kind of put a damper on that for sure. A lot of economic stuff has been uncertain at the moment, but from what we're seeing and what transportation topics and a lot of other people in the industry are seeing, especially in transportation, is that the economy looks like it's recovering very quickly, and we are getting good throughput through our economy, especially transportation and ports. So this article says goods are pouring into ports, being delivered by trucks to warehouses and e-commerce locations, and retailers are restocking their shelves as the holiday shopping season gets into full swing. It's also a major reason why trucking continues to outperform the overall U.S. economy. That's the assessment of three leading economists: American Trucking Association Chief Economist Bob Costello, ACT Research President Kenny Veith, and Wells Fargo Senior Economist Mark Vittner. So they made their remarks as part of a virtual panel discussion on the state of the economy held by ATA's National Accounting and Finance Council on November 9th. So positive signs, obviously stuff's coming in the country, stuff is being distributed around the country, trucks are still rolling, stuff's still being sold, and I can tell you right now, Amazon is very, very busy. So it seems that we're kind of coming through it. We're finally getting the economy back online, which is really, really good. And transportation is leading the economy right now in just overall performance. So definitely happy to see that. And hopefully in 2021 we can continue on that growth spurt and get transportation, continue to have transportation outperform the U.S. economy. So that's positive news. Definitely, you could not probably say that earlier this year, March, April, May, things were kind of uncertain. But for sure, I was telling a friend of mine the other day, it's been really interesting to see how truckers and just people in general have adapted to this situation that we're in right now, and how ingenuitive human beings can be about putting things together and making things happen. So truckers are probably some of the most handy and just in general MacGyver-ish people. They just make it work. So thank you to all the drivers out there who are still rolling, and I know it's a dangerous world to live in right now, but we appreciate it, and without you guys we would not have anything, basically. So that's all I have for news for this week. Hope you guys are having a great December, great holiday season. If you guys have any questions, we're going to wrap up here really quickly. So if you have any questions or comments or anything, please let us know. This is the time. We do this podcast every week, and if you guys have any questions, now is the time to ask. So are you going to do Tatra trucks? We'll put that on the list. Tatra trucks will definitely be on the list. They are normally used for agriculture. Yes. Okay. All right, so guys, yeah, let me know on questions. You saw our YouTube schedule. Very excited about that, and some of really, really cool videos coming out this week that I think you guys will be interested in. So stay tuned to the YouTube. And now that we're putting out 4 a week, you guys will have plenty of content to watch every single week. So let's do some sponsors. Of course, Davy Crockett TA Travel Center. They're at exit 36 on I-81, or go to their website, davycrocketttravelcenter.com. You can check out their fuel prices, and they have a whole bunch of facilities on the site that you guys will definitely want to check out if you're traveling this holiday season. So that's Davy Crockett TA, exit 36 on I-81, Greenville, Tennessee. And jackschromeshop.com. Our 12 Days of Chromemas is going on this Saturday, starting the 5th through the rest of the year, basically. The sales will be going through the rest of the year, and the giveaway is on the 25th. So if you guys want to be entered to win those gift cards, please go to jackschromeshop.com, and all you have to do is spend $10, which is one shirt, and you'll be entered to win. So that's what's going on there. chromeandsteelradio.com. Let me change up some of what you guys are looking at. This is jackschromeshop.com. Go check it out. We have everything on there. chromeandsteelradio.com. I just redid the homepage real quick, and we have a whole bunch of new Chrome and Steel Radio merchandise, along with Bill Weaver stuff, Hope stuff, and also I think Jerry has something up here also. But we've got mud flap weights for Hope. We've got her Stiff Mother Trucker pain relief cream. We've also got Bill's 3 albums up here, and his t-shirts, along with Jack's Chrome Shop posters and Chrome and Steel Radio t-shirts. So chromeandsteelradio.com is where that's all at. And also, if you want to check out the audio version of all of our podcasts, I think Hope has like 50-something episodes now, 55, 56 episodes. We have 42. Jerry has 30-something. But if you want to check out all of those episodes, go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, type in Chrome and Steel Radio, and you will find us on there, just audio version only. And also, if you would like to listen to Jack's Chrome Shop episodes, like our truck history episodes or our 100 years of trucking, and you want to do that while you're just, traveling this holiday season, you can also find Jack's Chrome Shop on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify as well. So that's where you can find us. Make sure you check out the other shows on our Chrome and Steel Radio network here. We have A Daily Dose of Hope, which is Thursdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Bull Holland BS, which is Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If Jerry gets time, he's been very, very busy recently. Holland Cows, and the Chrome Corner. This podcast is every Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check out those links. Make sure you check out the sponsors. YouTube is popping here in the next couple weeks, and we'll give you some more information next week, hopefully on Matt's, if we hear anything solid. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We appreciate you for watching episode number 42 of the Chrome Corner, and we will see you next Wednesday at noon. Remember, if your rig don't shine, you don't know Jack. Thanks, guys.